My name is Zephyr. It's the year 2035, and I just turned 12. 20 years might seem far away right now, but the choices you make today will have a real impact on my life. Please help map a future where there are plenty of resources for everyone, where innovation and social progress are encouraged and rewarded. I'm counting on you. Mapping future innovation means discovering opportunity in every challenge.
Looking at it and saying new models of anonymity for all forms of data will be very valuable to us at this point that we're all I want to know is this sense we're talking about Colorado.
Visualizing future state scenarios helps us determine what to listen for.
If we meet the challenges head on, we can have sustainable renewable energy, we can have next generation connectivity, we can have micro business advocacy and innovation, and we can have open source spaces where people make public spaces active, real, and useful.
If we fail to innovate as a state in Colorado, we worry about brain drain. We worry about becoming a pass-through state where we're not relevant and people just pass through to see our mountains. And not being available or not being able to meet our basic requirements. So water, energy sources, things that we're going to need to sustain our future.
Defining going to school in 20 years.
Going to school might not mean what it means right now. It might change, and it might be something that you can do from your home with holographic images. You could have a classroom in your home.
Well, with the improvements of telepresence, you'll be able to communicate as if you were in person from wherever you are. So you can still have teachers monitoring a number of students wherever they may be, and not even if they're in the same place.
I want kids on iPads in China hanging out with kids on iPads in Rhode Island and California and the Philippines.
A tablet per, student would be a lot more efficient, to say the least.
You're still going to be in a classroom. You're still going to have a teacher. These are things that haven't changed in 100 years or more.
To implement this kind of programming where you think about the whole child and not just about okay, this is what we're teaching, these are our standards, and this is, the testing and whatever.
They might not have computers anymore. Instead, they'll have laptops.
More virtual teaching.
It's going to be a lot more online and people working and learning at their own pace.
We're defining education experience for a 12-year-old named Zephyr 20 years from now. She will be educated in an open source fashion in hybrid spaces in a lot more fluid environment related to time and space today. She'll be able to access teachers from everywhere in the world. These teachers will be experts in modalities. She will be able to be educated on every single commute. There's an opportunity to learn everywhere through the devices she's wearing and through the sensors that are installed throughout spaces everywhere in the world. And she'll be able to set rules on devices, and she'll also be able to access display surfaces everywhere, which will turn into learning opportunities.
Visualizing the homes of 2035.
I think in many ways housing will be the most similar of many dissimilarities between now and 20 years from now.
You pull into the driveway, your lights come on, you even have the coffee maker coming on.
If we go into electric cars, you pull into your garage and then it's sort of just wireless that it gets charged.
You're going to walk into your house and turn on your TV, and it's going to be a one-stop shop for all your home systems, security, heating and cooling.
Automation of our appliances, electricity, our home comfort will be dramatically improved because we won't have to go up and press buttons on a thermostat. It'll know what temperature I like my bed at, and that's what, when I'm sleeping, that's the temperature it'll be.
So Mac's new home in 20 years will be a space that's configurable, where furniture can have multiple functions and it'll be completely customizable. So when you have guests over, the place can transform to meet different needs for different people. It will be a data sanctuary where you can live a private life and then you can go outside to live a public life.
Imagining your drive to work.
I sincerely hope that by 2035, driverless cars are almost everywhere, which will revolutionize our lives more than anybody can imagine.
I'm getting sick of driving the I-70 corridor. I would love to just be able to do my work or take a nap on the way to, go skiing.
Being able to drive without your hands.
Hopefully it'll be less gasoline and more things like hydrogen or stored energy in batteries.
I also think, there's potential for high-speed rails being connected with interstate Colorado. It'd be great to live in Colorado and not have to own a car and be able to get wherever you want to get.
Let's not have cars. Let's not have roads. Let's find a way to go ahead and get around all that.
Wheels is already obsolete. Start thinking magnetic fields.
The Jetsons. I see cars flying.
When my daughter's 16, will she be getting a driver's license or will she be getting a flying license?
By 2035, we'll have electric vertical takeoff supersonic jets that can get us anywhere on the planet within a matter of 15, 20 hours. It's not that much longer to get up to a suborbital Lagrange point.
So what does the future of driving to work look like in 2035? I think we will identify more private tasks that can be done at home, but there will be a monitoring system to see that there's an actual productivity performance for tasks that are being done at home. More smart ride-sharing capabilities, automated smart parking lots, and cars that park themselves. More amenities on public transportation, more affordable public transportation options. The Denver company that did the micro flying thing that the governor just brought up, and the safety and accountability also will increase with more of the Internet of Things. And we have more predictive analytics around traffic patterns and make commute hopefully a lot more easier.
I want to live and innovate in a Colorado where visions are bold, where all people contribute, and where legislators say yes to innovators. Where public and private spaces are open and open source. Where education is a new competitive priority, and we celebrate our cerebral depth. A depth which spans from Mars landers to microbrewers. Where one of technology's best uses is to connect our surpluses with our needs. Where our citizens are generous with their support, often in anonymous ways. Where security and personal protection are highest priorities, and the aperture of data is controlled by its owner. Where we lead in the creation of sustainable energy, next-gen connectivity, micro-businesses, and open-source spaces, as we innovate to break existing paradigms.